What's up, meta nerds? This video is all about Disruptor Rifles, Disruptor Pistols, and Ion Disruptors. These weapons have been around for millennia, with some of the earliest accounts placing them in the hands of criminals and Mandalorians around the year 3958 BBY. The Old Republic banned them because of the cruel way that these weapons kill their opponent. Disruptor weapons still use Tabana gas, just like your regular blaster rifle, but the volume of gas used in a single shot was enormous, and it was energized and accelerated through the barrel in a way that produced a narrow, high-energy bolt. This bolt would be at an energy frequency that would rip apart molecular bonds, causing a chain reaction that would completely disintegrate the target. On the way out, this weapon would activate every single pain receptor in the victim's body. This beam could also go through energy shields, most types of armor, and even through the armor plating on some vehicles. Both of these abilities horrified most civilized people, and would continue to be banned through the Republic, Rebel Alliance, and into the New Republic. But it was not only approved of by the Sith Empire, but they actually armed their officers in the Sith Army with the Dx2 Disruptor Pistol during the New Sith Wars. The Black Sun Crime Syndicate used these weapons, along with some especially brutal Imperial officers, but it was also used by a soldier in the Rebel Alliance, despite the fact that it was banned by her superiors. This Disruptor Pistol was produced by 10 Law Syndicate, a company that also produced the larger DRX6 Disruptor Rifle. It worked the same way, but had more cooling features and greater range. This rifle only had a capacity for 5 shots, or up to 10 with a larger gas reserve, but would need to take a whole 5 seconds to cool down in between shots. It was loved by assassins for its 450 meter range, allowing a sniper to turn someone into a pile of ash without having to get anywhere near the target or his security. Interestingly, Luke's Jedi Praxium okayed the use of these rifles in the fight against the enemies of the New Republic. The T7 Ion Disruptor was a variation of this DRX6 that came with an extra feature that super ionized the narrow plasma bolt, spreading it out across the surface of a ship or vehicle in a way that was similar to the effects on organics. This would spread out and overheat the electronics, giving a single person the ability to take down enormous ships. Of course, this ionized version could still be used against living beings, demonstrated in a horrific way during the Siege of Lasan, the home of the Lasat people, when Agent Callus allowed these weapons to be used on the civilian population. The Imperial Senate was still in existence at this time, and they were shocked at the destruction caused by this weapon, and had it banned from use in the Imperial Army. When the Imperial Senate was dissolved, after Leia was confirmed to be a part of the rebel traitors, it is unlikely that Palpatine would have continued the bans on these weapons. So that's it for Disruptor Rifles. And a really cool behind the scenes fact is that when Vader told Boba Fett no disintegrations, it was due to a Disruptor Rifle, but it really wasn't his fault. The new canon book From a Certain Point of View shows that Boba Fett had something called a weapon accelerator, something that seems to have been specifically made to reflect ion disruptor bolts back at the shooter. He said 3 idiots came up to him with ion disruptors, fired, and they turned into 3 tiny ash piles. When Boba Fett went to collect, Vader refused to pay anything for these anonymous piles of ash. So that's it for Disruptor Weapons. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to check out our social media, or ways that you can help support this channel, be sure to check out the description down below. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications. But more important than all that, remember, always check for a weapon accelerator first, and the Force will be with you, always.